This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. A Colorado contractor took a sledgehammer to a customer's bathroom that he recently remodeled because they still owed him money. The homeowner claims, hey, I paid part of the bill, and now she is going to take him to court. We've got the video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. Here's the audio of him basically losing it.
I get it.
No, you don't.
I do understand.
We put weeks into this, thousands of dollars into this.
I do understand. Sir, please stop. Please stop.
Is somebody going to pay me?
Sir, I'm just asking you to stop. It's not your house to destroy. This is
It is my property. I have receipts for everything. Let me tell you something. No contractor in the state of Colorado will fix that when they found out I took it back because you refused to pay me. No one.
That was awesome, like a mobster kind of thing.
Gosh, right.
He's going to put out the phone call to all the contractors.
Yeah, he lost it, man.
Dude, it's funny though. I realize like some of the comments online, some people are just like, as a contractor, I wish I had the balls like this guy.
Yeah, it is. It's a tough world because I've had it on the flip side where I've been so pissed at contractors because it's like I paid you and you haven't finished the job. I've had that happen to me where you paid them and then they're gone.
And then, but I mean, for this guy, maybe he's just like, I've just had it. I'm sick of people stiffing me I always want to like just pay right up front. But I understand why, like, you do half usually up front and then finish it all off at the end. But I'm like, I just want to take the damn money. I don't want to have to be worried that I'm going to spend it elsewhere.
Yeah, I had my own experiences where, they just, I don't understand it. They're all, they got their own ideas. But I paid a contractor and said, here's what I want. And I gave him the money and he still didn't give me what I wanted because he thought, I don't want to come over budget. And I'm like, but I'm the one telling you to spend more because I'm seeing that I want this over here. And here's the money. No, because then I'll come over budget.
But if you're willing to pay over budget, what does he care?
I know. I couldn't understand it. And, and I don't know if it's because that way he can tell he doesn't have to lie to people. I'm never over budget. And it's like, but, if this is what I want. And you're not over budget. I'm the one increasing the budget. You're staying within the budget that I increased. Yeah. And so
that's a very odd situation.
It really is.
Only you, I think, have these issues.
Oh, dude, I haven't met anybody. I was just talking to somebody yesterday who they are having issues with their contractor. People being late, people not showing up or not doing the job they said they were. And I'm like, I don't ever hear many good contracting stories. I very rarely do. There's always somebody that said, yeah, I got a contractor, but this is what went wrong.
It's funny on the text line. So you're like, have you seen this guy's work, though? It looked like crap. I wouldn't have given him the rest either. I don't know anything about anything when it comes to how things should look. And
well, did they see it before or after he destroyed it?
He's got all these holes in the wall. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's just horrible.
Another person says his tile work looked like crap. He did them a favor. Also, real contractors have contracts to protect them. Now he's going to probably have to go to jail.
Oh yeah,
really?
like contracts. Yeah, duh.
Oh, yeah. I guess if you're the kind of guy that would do something like this, you're probably not the best contractor. And you know what? She probably went for a lower bid. You know, that's people do.
So do you think the threat is not going to actually fall? Like him saying, I'm going to call all the other contractors is really just like a failed threat?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Vicky showed me some of the pictures.
Yeah, the tile work, I could do a better job, and I've never done tile work before.
Wow. See, I kind of... Yeah, that does look bad.
Maybe it's like an abstract look they were looking for. No?
I want to know what the backstory, why they quote unquote didn't pay him. Like, did they say like, hey, like you need to fix this stuff before, and he just got mad, or maybe they did pay him and it was just like that's the interesting part to me, because they don't say why they didn't underpaid him or why he thought he was underpaid.
It could for that job. I mean, even to my eye, it's like that does not look good.
Well, we watch all those fixer-upper type shows, and sometimes they'll be like someone's trying to fix something up to flip it, and then they'll have like the pros come to tell them how they did wrong. And a lot of times you're just like, look at, like, this is sloppy. Someone's going to spot this immediately. You think you're going to be able to get this kind of money for it? Everyone's looking for anything to kind of get the money, to bring the price of the home down.
Yeah, I know those guys that think they can do it all. I mean, I don't know, man. I get so frustrated because, I am. You said things happen to me, Steve. I had somebody claim that they were an interior designer, and they came in and they were doing my house, and I was like, these colors are horrible. I mean, I'm not going to put these together. And he's like, oh, they're fine. And then eventually he admitted to me that he was colorblind. And I'm like, wait, what? You say you're an interior designer and you're colorblind?
BJ, this is you, though. You had a call screener who was deaf. Like,
I know. This is your life. It is my life. I mean, I sat there and I looked at my wife and I said, did he just say what I think he said? That he's colorblind and he's passing himself off as an interior designer?
What if he said, I'm just really good with all different shades of gray? Like, that's his thing.
Exactly.
Like, it's very modern.
Oh, dude, it was a beating. And I was so frustrated at the person that recommended him. And I just said, to that person, I go, I hope you don't ever expect me to do business with you of any kind again. You recommended this person who's a colorblind, supposed interior designer. And, there was one point where the person working for this person said, why don't you just do what the customer wants? They had a big fight in my living room because I didn't want a certain thing. And he's like, you're going to love this. And I'm like, I don't want that. I told you I don't want that. I'm getting rid of that whole look in my house. Why do you want to put it back? And then finally, it was just this guy who did all the heavy work, said, hey, how about you just give the customer what they want? Why are we fighting over here? We're spending hours fighting. He says what he wants. He's paying us. Just give him what he wants.
Right. They're not moving in to live with you.
Yeah, I mean, I felt so vindicated because normally I am a pain in the ass. But when I saw his main dude go, why don't you just get it? And so it's funny, like about a month later, that dude was fired. And then I was like, you know what? I am going to fire you because then I'm going to see if I can find that dude because I like that dude. That dude just did what I asked him to do. It was really easy. I said, hey, can I have this over here? And he's like, sure. And he did it and I paid him. Life was good. Oh, contracting. Don't get me started, Steve. Actually, it did get me started.
Oh, I did find out why they didn't want to pay him.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, they were saying, like, I will pay you once I inspect the work and it looks good. I've been scraping grout off my counter sinks for a week. You left holes in my door frame. You didn't do 3 most important things that I wanted. And they left paint all over the ceiling. So, like, once you come in and do the work correctly, I will pay you.
I got you.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, look at that.
What, you mean the guy who went in there, destroyed the entire thing in a fit of rage was, he didn't complete the job? Shocking.
I thought he seemed very reputable.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess I should cancel my request to have him do my bathrooms.
Oh, what are you talking about, Steve? He'll do a great job in your bathroom.
Whenever we've had anything get done, I always just assume anything's going to take way longer than whatever they say. You know, like that. That's like the one thing. And no matter what, like anything I'm commissioning someone to do, it's like I've gotten to a point where it's just like, that's cool. You just told me when you think it's going to be done. I know it's not going to be done by then. And like, my wife will even laugh about it. She's like, do you think it's going to be done by then? I'm like, no, I'll probably like a month after that. Like, I just, it's like that with almost everything. It's not even just like work around the house, but like recently I just hit someone up about doing some artwork stuff and they're like, oh yeah, I'll get it done by next week. That was like a month ago.
Wow.
And like at that point, like I then make the choice. I'm like, I'm just going to move on and find somebody else. Like, and that to me is a little ridiculous. But you know, like, it just seems like no matter what, nobody gets things done on time. Like, I don't know why. Like, just be honest about it. Like, I don't know why people are afraid to say this is going to take 3 months. And instead of saying it's going to take 2 weeks.
They must know that you will not take the job. They'll just go, you know
Maybe
what?
that's why they've had that happen enough. Yeah.
Yeah. And here's what I know about contractors is that they have multiple jobs, but they only have so much of a crew. So they really have to do multiple jobs at the same time, which means you're not going to be worked on every day of the week, which I can't really blame them because they got to take jobs when they come. They can't just say, no, I'm working on another job, because then there may be nothing for months once they get done with your place. So I wouldn't mind if they were a little bit more transparent with me, and I think it would be nice if customers also understand that's how the business works, so they don't go, 3 months, forget it. It's like, well, if you want somebody good, that's kind of what it is. I mean, everybody wants them.
Yeah, it's. I mean, don't be unreasonable about things, but also, like, on the flip side, just tell me what's going on. That's all. I don't care. Just say, hey, this is going to take a month as opposed to 3 days.
So what you're saying is during this very interesting time in American history, you want people to be reasonable.
My bad.
Yeah,
you're right.
My bad. Good answer. Yeah, there you go.
Let's stick to just lying and yelling.
Yeah, lying and yelling seems. And don't forget to bring your sledgehammer, I think, because it comes in handy when you want to undo your work.
You know what's going to happen? I bet though, like this has been spread virally. I bet there'll be some companies like, we'll fix it.
Oh yeah.
That would be cool if somebody did that, because it seems like she did get the raw end of that stick. And she was very please, sir. I mean, she seemed to be very reasonable. And now that Vicky told us the real story, he's a jackass. I mean, there's no doubt about it. So I hope you're right, Steve, because that sucks. I mean, they hired him, and now they've just got this mess on their hands. No contractor will fix. I feel like there's no contractor that will ever say anything good about you, pal.
I feel like you put on a Yelp review of this guy. You just share that video. Here, this is what this guy's capable of.
Yep.
Yeah, she's going to have to go to court to get half that money back too. By the way, because she paid him half, or I think is what she said. She paid him some. So, lovely, just lovely. There was a new study that was done on people's habits on a plane and if they are normal or odd. Ooh, I wonder where I fit into this.
Odd. I bet you fit in odd.
Oh, yeah. I'm not odd. I am a perfect plane person. I'll tell you all about this at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer, featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. BuzzFeed recently conducted a quiz to find out how people feel about common flying habits. And they got over 100,000 responses.
Damn.
That's a good amount. So I got some highlights of that. Okay. And so we'll see what you guys think. They asked people, okay, which seat is the best?
The cockpit.
3 seats. The cockpit is the best.
Yes.
Yeah,
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Not going to be bothered by everybody.
You get great views.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell them to speed up.
You tell them to speed up?
Hurry up, I got to get home.
Oh, all right, fine. Well, we've got the 3 seats to pick from. The window, the middle, and the aisle.
Window 100%.
Really? But you're trapped.
I don't go anywhere. I'm in a plane. I'm already trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if you got to use the bathroom?
That's the problem.
Excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom.
See, I got too much anxiety for that. I'll just take the aisle seat, and that way I don't have to bother anyone when I got to go poo.
It's the same. It's the same way with me too, and I get frustrated when I want to switch with somebody and say, "Look, I use the bathroom a lot. Are you sure you don't want to switch seats?" No, I'm fine. And then you get the eye when you go, "All right, well, I got to go to the bathroom," and it's just like, "Oh, well, I told you I'm going to do this," you know?
No, that's a good point. For me, I'm rarely using the bathroom. If I do, it's not the end of the world. It's like once, but I love the window just because I can lean up on the window, and because I'm a sleeper. So, like, to me, the window is like the ultimate thing to lean on as I'm trying to fall asleep. And also that way, sometimes my elbow, I don't want to get hit by the damn that cart.
The cart, yeah.
Yeah, I'd just rather be out of everybody's way.
Yeah, the window seat I love for that reason, Steve. I feel like there's more room to the left of me, at least, or the right of me, depending on which side of the plane I'm on. But like the Rev, it's like, yeah, but I got to use the bathroom, and I have anxiety, especially if I'm in the window. I have to ask two people to get up, and I'm just like, no,
it's too much for me.
See, but if I'm in the middle or the aisle seat, I fully expect people to get up in the middle of the flight, so it doesn't really bother me. Like, even if I have my laptop out and I'm watching a movie, and people say, like, "Excuse me, I need to go to the bathroom," I'm like, "Oh, cool." Like, it doesn't bother me at all.
I wish more people were like you, Danny, because I feel like, and I could be projecting. But I feel like people just go, I just see all sorts of, like, grunts and hate noises.
But that is also the nice part of being at the window seat, because I don't get up a lot. So, and I do fall asleep a lot. So I don't have to worry about anyone needing to wake me up.
Yeah.
Because I'm out of the way and no one needs to get over me or get by me or anything along those lines.
70% of the people said window seat's the best, which we can understand.
Plus, it's fun to look out the window.
Yeah.
29% of us do like the aisle, and that's me, but I think probably it's not like, it's just more like, well, it just saves us anxiety. But there are 1% of the people who said they want the middle. Who? They've got to be tiny killers. Yeah. All the tiny people. It has to be.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
But even if you're tiny, wouldn't you still rather not have two people, one on each side of you?
Usually whenever we're in a cab or anything, I always feel like I'm the one in the middle, and it's fine. I don't mind it, but it's not my first choice. That's why I'd rather get the aisle. I don't like having two people possibly sweating and drooling and whatever on me.
Leaning on you.
Well, that's why Steve, she can't fly with us then.
No, I know. That's why I sit on the opposite side of you.
Because, like, when I fly with my wife, she gets very, like anxiety on a plane. So whatever we can do to make it easier. So she likes the window. So I'm like, well, that's fine. Like, so then I'm always in the middle seat whenever I'm flying and traveling with my wife. And it's just like, at least I have her I can lean up on, and it's not weird. But then the other person to the left of me, I'm just like, or right, whatever. It's like, oh, I don't want to, like, fall asleep and lean on that person. So that's, like, part of my wife's job is to make sure I don't, like, lean up on that person while passing out.
Yeah. And that's the thing, man. It's like, I know that I'm going to give the middle guy should get you should get both armrests. I do that, but I still can't stand when they take the armrest, but then their big fat elbow comes into my seat. And it's like, no, that's not the deal. The deal is you find a way to put your arm on the armrest without having to take my space, and I will let you have it. But don't put your elbow in me. And I'm just, so when I go over to try to at least put my hand on the side of my own seat, there's a big fat elbow over and I'm like, okay, no.
Oh, I just look at them and I take the armrest and I put it up. I go, we won't need these.
Maintain eye contact.
That typically keeps them as far away as me as possible.
I need to try that. That's a great idea.
Don't do that. You'll probably get kicked off the plane.
So which is easier, just to carry on or just a checked bag?
I feel like a checked bag now.
Check bag is so nice. I hate carrying things on the plane.
Well, and people are stupid.
Yeah.
They're like, it's like, this thing will totally fit, and it's literally a full-size piece of luggage that doesn't fit the parameters that they give you, and then they're spending 15 minutes trying to shove it in there like, this worked before, and I'm like, you lying liar.
You lying liar.
You lying liar. Dude, I'm all about, I know it's like, it sucks they have to pay extra. I'm willing to pay the extra just to not have to deal with that. Mm-hmm. There's nothing greater than walking on a plane and seeing everybody just fighting for space up in the overheads. And I'm just like, doesn't impact me whatsoever. I have a little bag that has, like, my headphones in it, and that goes right under the seat, and no problem.
That's why I love just having, like, the purse idea, like having a big old purse with me. I could always tuck it under a seat just because they're squishable, and I have everything I need and whatever else anybody else needs. You need candy, you need gum, you need whatever, I got it.
I should start rocking the fanny pack for flying. I never even thought of it.
Why not? Yeah, how about that? Yeah, if that's all you need I wish all I needed was just a fanny pack size bag. That would be great. But I mean, for me, because I have my electronics And, and so I always have the carry-on because I also have my emergency everything. I'm like a Boy Scout. I bring every medication possible, aspirin, whatever I need in case all of a sudden something happens.
The only thing I don't like about checking in is that you have to wait for your bag when you get to wherever
There you go. That's why I like a carry-on better.
And sometimes, sometimes it can be 20 minutes. Sometimes it's 45 minutes. And sometimes your bag never comes.
And I feel like 9 out of 10 times my bag is the last bag that they load onto that little conveyor belt thing. So then you have that anxiety of, did somebody steal my bag? Did my bag get lost? Like, that's the worst.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's why 63% of us love the carry-on, because you just pull it off, wheel yourself right the hell out of the airport. No, you don't even have to go down to the baggage claim. It's fantastic. Go right out to the surfaced vehicles and roll, baby. Yeah. And of course, 37% said, yeah, we'd like to be like Steve and, just check it. Check it.
Check it.
Yeah. All right. So what's the best airplane snack?
Nuts.
Pretzels.
The cheese platter, man.
Mimosas.
Well, the cheese platter's not a snack.
That is
definitely a snack.
What I mean is that they give it to you free. You have to buy the fruit and cheese plate.
Pretzels.
And nowadays, Rev, they consider that kind of like a meal. Like you get a choice of, do you want the sandwich or do you want the fruit and cheese plate? So I don't think they think it's a snack like you do. But I'm with you, Rev. If that's a snack, I love that as a snack. Then give me my meal after that.
Right?
Nuts and pretzels are on the list, but they're not number one.
What are those brown things?
Excuse me?
Brown things?
It's it's like a trail mix kind of.
Oh, the Chex Mix.
Yeah.
Chex Mix. It has that hard brown thing in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like supposed to be like bread.
The rye chips?
Yeah. Yeah. I know what Steve's talking about.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah, I like
it's
those.
a salty mix, but it's got those little hard rye discs.
Yeah.
I personally like the minis of alcohol that they give out.
Yeah, that's
not free, though.
That's not a snack, really. A liquid snack, yeah.
Well, depending on where you sit. If you sit in first class, they're free.
Yeah.
I remember for a while, I don't know what JetBlue, I haven't flown JetBlue in forever, but they used to give like pop chips. And
those are tasty. I like those.
So good, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you fly first class in Alaska, they give you warm nuts.
Oh, yeah.
They warm your nuts?
Warm nuts?
Yeah. Well, I was surprised, too, but I'm like, all right, well, if that's what you want to do, miss, I mean, I'm not going to get in the way.
It was awkward when I woke up and found out that's what they were doing to me.
I may have recommended that. I said he would love his warm nuts, please.
That's what the hot towel's for.
Yeah, there you go. We still haven't guessed the number one, people. And it's something that I think is relatively new in my experience. I don't remember them giving this out. But again, I think maybe this is a first class thing. I don't know.
Cheez-Its.
Yeah, I was like, is it cheese based?
Not cheese based.
Damn it.
No. And that's cookies.
Pizza. Oh.
Or pizza.
Pizza as a snack. That'd be amazing.
That would be.
Give each of us a slice of pizza, I'd be so pumped.
I'd be down. I'd be down.
45% of the people say they love the cookies. Now, Biscoff, I mean, Alaska was giving out Biscoff, and I think they still do.
Yeah,
and those are cookies, and those are delicious.
Those are tasty, yeah.
So that's probably what they're talking about, because I don't remember the last time anyone's giving you like a chocolate chip cookie or a snickerdoodle.
If you're in first class, they do, Steve. And they warm that bad boy, too.
So fancy.
Oh, so damn good. Oh, yeah, so good. I miss all those days. All right, recline in your seat, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Once again, I expect it.
I'm a no guy.
No.
Or a minimal. I don't like to go full bore because I just don't know how tall the person is behind me. And as a tall guy, I hate it when I understand that you want to use your seat however you want to use your seat. It's not like I'm going to I used to be a little bit more angry about it over the course of time. I don't care so much now.
Oh, wow.
But I'd prefer, be respectful of, I understand I paid for this seat, but so did I, or so did the person behind me. Just be respectful of the people around you. If someone's super tall behind you, that sucks for them.
And don't slam it. Go slow about it, so at least there's a little bit of a warning.
They should take that feature out. Ever since they made the aisle, the separation between seats shorter, they should have just stopped that function because it's completely rude.
Well, if
you're in there, you're really in there.
I just wish they'd just remove one row of seats and then they provide a couple extra inches for everybody.
Yeah, but then that's not profit.
Yeah, then they lose their thing. And actually, I know that Spirit Airlines has the plastic bucket seats, so they don't adjust at all. And
I don't even know their airline.
Yeah, it's basically the one where all the college kids will go to Vegas because it's super cheap.
Yeah, you have to pay for everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you don't pay enough, you sit on the floor.
Yeah,
basically.
Oh, nice. Very good. It's close, man. 45% said no, don't recline because it's rude. 43% said yes, but only if they're trying to sleep. And then the 12% of the people go, I don't care. I pay for the seat. Yes, all the time.
I'm like Steve, but my rule is I do one notch, the first notch, and that's as far as I'll go. Because I mean, I don't need that much room, but I don't like sitting up straight if I'm going to sleep.
The minimal comment just makes me laugh because it's like, oh, so you're going to go, you want us to go half an inch, not the full inch. That it reclines.
Yeah.
It always makes me laugh because the reclining doesn't do anything.
It barely does.
Like,
it's not much.
Yeah.
Yeah, those seats are not comfortable no matter what you do with them. I mean, okay, congratulations, you're reclined, but you're still uncomfortable.
We need an airline that just has beds.
Well, they are out there, but you've got to pay some cash.
Oh, okay. Well, we need a regular airline that has beds that we could just, for us common folk.
I think they call it a sleeper train, Danny. Check it out.
No, okay.
Yeah, because I know there's like some of those flights like to go to like Australia or something like where like you're going for a while, you could pay. It's probably a ridiculous amount, but like they have the bed set up where you just lay down, which would be amazing.
That would be so cool.
I couldn't even imagine what that. I remember back in the day, like sometimes you'd be on a plane and you'd have the whole row to yourself, and that was awesome because you just like pop up the armrest and just like lay down that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are the days when you could do that too, Steve.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I had a row to myself.
So, as you know, Rev and I use the onboard bathrooms. How do you guys feel about it? Do you not want to use those bathrooms? Because some people do not like going to bathrooms on a plane.
I have no problem with their bathroom whatsoever.
Yeah, I have no problem with
the ceiling's too low sometimes. And if you have turbulence, bonk. I've gotten a concussion from that.
That's what I was going to say. I have no problem with it, and I'll totally use it. Do I want to use it? No, I'd rather just wait till we get to the airport. Because I don't like falling over when there's turbulence.
We've hit turbulence, and all of a sudden it's like a sprinkler show in there.
And it always happens the minute I go to the bathroom. What the heck?
Oh, that's why I never stand. I won't take the chance for that reason. I'm like, you know what? I don't trust these people. I'm always going to sit that way. If there is turbulence, at least I'm not going to, look like I basically did exactly what I did to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because I learned that the hard way. You get me one time, turbulence, and you'll never get me again.
See, I have a shy bladder, so I feel like everyone in the airplane has just like gotten really quiet just to listen to me. I know it's ridiculous, but I just get real nervous that everyone can hear me.
Oh, well, we hear you. Yeah.
You just put up your ear up against it and everything.
Yeah.
That's
so
what
first of all, the airplane is really loud. Everyone's got noise canceling headphones, and you still think everybody can hear you.
Like, yes, I mean, I'll still use it. I just get really uncomfortable, and it takes me a minute.
Yeah, nobody can hear you, Vicky.
I know.
I mean, if you can somehow think that. It's so damn loud on a plane. That's why we have noise-canceling headphones. Plus, you got that crying baby named Rev. You got that going on.
Truth.
I try to tell my bladder this, but it still doesn't listen.
Plus, that's the only place you can have sex in the airplane is the bathroom.
The bathroom, yeah. Man.
Wow.
They need to step it up. They need to give you like a sex room.
Yeah.
Oh, and now we need a sex room.
Or a curtain in your row.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's all right. Well, that's
I couldn't even imagine trying to get intimate in a bathroom.
And there are people that do it, but I feel like that's a thin man, short man's game.
Wow, I'm not that short.
Well, you standing in the process?
Yes.
Both?
Yeah. Well,
Wow, that's impressive because it feels really tight in there just for me.
Yes, both on our feet.
That seems really tight in there. I mean, it's like,
well, phrasing.
I have nothing left to say. The defense rests.
Well, I think I'm done with this conversation. I feel like I can't even talk to you people.
No, you can't actually.
It's been interesting.
Hey, KISW is presenting Ghost and Volbeat at the Climate Pledge Arena on January 27th. How about that? And you can listen all this week between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. to get the code word. Then head to the contest page at KISW.com. That's where you can enter for your chance to win tickets to the show. And so what is the code word? This hour, the code word is Cardinal. Yeah, buddy. How about that, huh? Cardinal. And tickets will go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Volbeat, Ghost. It's going to be a hell of a show. You want details? You know where to go. KISW.com. And yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
What is the first element on the periodic table? Gold? No.
Gold.
Aluminum?
No.
Aluminium.
Paper?
No.
Yeah, that's it. It's paper. You want hydrogen? You got it, because that's your answer. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got that, too. 206-421-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs. We'll do that at 8:50 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's a question from a listener. My house is currently in foreclosure. I've stopped making payments. What can I do to save my house?
If you're already in foreclosure behind on your mortgage, you can stop the foreclosure by filing a bankruptcy. There's different types of bankruptcy. Chapter 13 can help you catch up on your house payments if you're behind. It would mean that you'd have to start making your house payments again and catch up on the amount that you're behind over 5 years. You could also take off or strip off your second mortgage, which would help you to reduce your housing payment every month, especially once you're done with the plan and done catching up on your first mortgage. We could also try to buy you some time by filing a Chapter 13 case. Filing a Chapter 13 would definitely stop your foreclosure.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top-Load Washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.